New for you at noon now. Many council members, city council members here in Jacksonville voicing their support for Lot J, including City Councilman Reggie Gaffney leading a news conference this morning. Lot J is in his district right here downtown by the stadium, but he was joined by other city council members as well. Some say they want Lot J to be done, but only if other infrastructure needs are addressed around our city. On your side is Troy Klesch joining us now live with more on what was said this morning. Hello, Troy.
Hey Lou, thank you. Reggie Gaffney was joined by 3 other city council members and some local pastors from across the city. Now, Councilman Gaffney started off by saying that if this Lot J deal is not passed, it would be a huge failure. Again, that deal coming under a lot of criticism because the city is being asked to fund $233 million for the project. It's a deal that Mayor Curry and the Jaguars want City Council to approve in their meeting next week. Now, one of the council members in attendance at that press conference, Brenda Priestley Jackson, says that she would not approve the deal without guarantees the city can address other infrastructure needs. Gaffney claims the city would get an economic boost in the neighborhood of $100 million from this project. The plan, again, to build a live entertainment district here along with 2 other mid-rise buildings. Gaffney responded also to a question about the lack of support for the deal from groups like the NAACP, and in turn to say that this deal shows that the Jaguars owner Shad Khan is committed to both staying in Jacksonville and creating economic opportunities here.
But what I want my community to understand is he committed. The Jaguars can be anywhere they choose to be. There's only 32 teams in America, and now overseas some others want them. But he choose based on what he shared with me that he want to be here in Jacksonville.
And he also says that the Lot J deal is critical to development in downtown, but other council members say they want to see a definitive return on investment for the deal. Councilmember Brenda Priestley Jackson also wants to make sure that the city will not be saddled with that debt further down the line. Now, we're going to be working a lot on this story for today. We'll have more for you starting tonight at 5. We're live at Lot J. Troy Klesch, First Coast News, on your side.